Ow! What's up, Wolfpack? Whoa, flashbang. Naturalist and Beardy, what's up? My first YouTuber and my first Twitcher. Hey there, thou are you? Thou art well. How art thou? Ew, good morning. I see you guys. What is up? For a non-maintenance day, or we sure did get some news today, didn't we, guys? Notos is the head of the monolith. He is from the NPC, or the Banner Arena store. Yes, yes, yes. How'd we do with our... Oh, I guess this is ongoing. I got some currency, though. We're doing pretty good. Over 20K. We'll give it a couple of minutes for people to roll in here, and then we'll just jump into this news, go over the new heroes, go over the update, go over what is coming to Epic 7. I love it. I love that you guys are all in there. He's great. He's bad. He's getting cleaved. He is cleaved. He's tanked down. He's not tanked down. It's a good sign that a hero is going to shake things up when nobody fucking agrees on a hero, right? Why do I keep looking in here? I'm not going there yet. Did I do everything in here? Did I donate? Nope. Gotta donate. Gotta donate. Get my stuff. Let's do a daily RTA match to keep the RTA gods happy. Do I watch Grass Angel? I've watched some of his stuff. I don't follow him, but he seems like a nice guy. No, I hate the ER one. It's the fucking cookie warfare rule. Sucks. Sucks for me, because I don't play ER. Oh my god. Boss and brass area. You know what? If you're going to let me have her, I'm going to take her. Surprise, surprise, Lady of the Scales. You got second pick Joe Curse? Crazy. Yo, Elf Mage! You snuck into my chat just in time to watch me try to do RTA. Why am I sorted by speed? Here we go. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Guys, if there's any mods in the chat, would you give Elf Mage a shout out? I got my hands kind of full right now, not embarrassing myself on camera. Last fight of the season, I don't know. I need to climb a little bit more to be able to coast in Warlord. I'm debating on whether or not I push Emperor this season or not. Ain't no way you're using Greenlandy on me. Ain't no way you're using Abigail on me. Wait, go back to Abigail or Greenlandy. Go back. Go. Okay. Boy, this guy cannot make up his mind. Yes, back to Abigail. No, it's Teu. It's actually Teu. Wow. Okay, we pivot. Do we free Rin or do we Setska here? I think I'm just going to free Rin. Okay, show me your Mort. Guys keep asking me opinions over stuff that we haven't reviewed yet. We just started. That is not at all what I expected you to pick. Do I just ban this? Or am I really worried about this? First or last? First or last? First or last? Okay. I think we made good decisions. Yeah, let's do this. I missed something about Green Vildred. Green Vildred's getting a minor buff that's going to make him insane for cleave. Why not banning Ras? I don't know. I like to die slowly. Or die quickly. Ooh! Get him! Get him, girls! Blabo! Bye, Zio. Why would he have not burned that? Okay, you know what? We take a thing. Headhunter for C-Poly over Celine, and I just got Celine from Daily Summons. Congrats on winning the game, douche. That's freaking amazing. Hey, I worked hard to freaking get that unit on this team. You absolute jackass. Oh, yeah, you know what, Beardy, you're right. If he burned, he activated my DN. Ow, 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 ow. Speaking of burning, if I just raw S3, do I kill her, or does S1 do more? I think we'll just S3. Oh, no, I should have S1 so I got the immunity so that Ras doesn't kill me. Oh, shit. I'm such a dumbass. You guys are right. This is why dual attack. This is why I try not to do RTA on stream. I read chat, I click buttons too fast, I don't let the timer go down, and then I get screwed. Hey, Biako. I was doing great until I didn't S1 there. If I S1'd, I think we won, but now we just die for fun. Nah, it's okay, man. So I was just doing one to kill some time. Yeah, Freerun could never lose if I had actually S1'd, but instead I S3'd and threw the fight. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Sparky, thanks for the gifted sub to Biako. Man, that's a little embarrassing. My win rate's been so good, and I just shit the bed there, didn't I? Rip 58%. It's not bad. I mean, you know, I show my ass here and there, but I've been doing okay. All right. We got news, everybody. And, hey, Biako, would you give a shout out to Mr. Elf Mage? I'm not sure if somebody did or not, but we really appreciate that guy. Super fun. If you're one of the 5 people in the E7 community who's not following Elf Mage, make sure you do it right now, because very few people play RTA and actively seem to be having the time of their life. It was always a fun watch. How low is the threshold for Warlord? When I crossed the threshold, it was 2550. So it's probably around 2600 now. All right, guys, let's go check out what's coming to Epic 7 in this week's update. We got new units and a new update. So we'll jump in and check out the update. First of all, there's the March weekend buff event. That's right. It looks like we're going to have buff events every heckin' weekend of March. So in case you're worried that you weren't going to be able to get your Burning Passion packs, they will be flowing like water. There is also the Knight class summon Glorious Throne drop rate up. So this is the artifact that mimics 3F. So if you're tired of 3F, you want to pick up some of those artifacts, I strongly recommend you have at least 2, ideally 3. 4 is luxury, but 2 to 3. And that's including 3F, right? If you got 2 3Fs, maybe pick up 1 Glorious Throne. If you got 1 3F, maybe pick up 2 Glorious Thrones. You want a combined total of at least 2, ideally 3. 4 lets you be future proof. The reason everyone's like, oh no, you got 5 or 6 of these things. How many bottles you got? How many bottles you got, guys? Now, I am a little bit concerned about if a player does not receive after 120 summons, then the next summon is guaranteed to be a Knight hero and all this jazz and stuff. It doesn't mention the new summoning system here at all, right? I hope I am reading too much into it and that this Knight summon system will follow this same banner system here, because this is the way the last artifact, the last class summon worked, was using this system. This system was borrowed from it. So hopefully there's pity for both and it works like the normal summon banners now work. It's there if you read. After a Knight hero summon, a summon is reset. Punish summon is coming to the guarantee a Knight hero. Counter resets by 1. Each summon counter resets by run. Players check details. You can acquire rewards based on the events. Coven. Ah! Very good, Smilegate. Very good. I take back all the nasty things I said about you today. We'll have to see about tomorrow. Okay, fan-freaking-tastic. Thanks for pointing that out. So that's my advice on this one. Remember, you're probably going to need to shove a lot of bottles into this. So getting 5 or 6 of them, I mean, unless you wail for bottles, you're going to take years to max this thing out. So I think 3 to 4 is 3 is ideal, 4 is luxury. I've said that a few times. Let's move on. Okay, guys, update. Hello, heirs. The GM Dominio. Please note that for this week, no maintenance will be required. That means you'll be able to pull your Glorious Thrones right heckin' away. Updates provided in this notes are subject to details and may be different than the actual updates. See details below. So yeah, look familiar. It is 3F. So there you go. And that's not an abbreviation. 3F is legit the name of that artifact. I had somebody yell at me for using abbreviations instead of the full names. I was like, it's the full name. It's 3F. Class summon. We just read the details on that. Copy paste. The RTA season is coming to an end. I zoomed right past it. World Arena season coming to an end. It will end Saturday the 7th. If you're in the USA, that means Friday night. Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Well, technically 10:59 and 6:59, right? And 59 seconds. The moment the clock strikes 10 on the East Coast, RTA season is closed and your points will be tabulated. Means if you do your fight right now, you're fine, because there's less than 3 days to the end. It is impossible to decay if you've gotten your last fight in. Preseason will begin the following couple hours later. Takes them 2 hours to sort everything, and the skins and everything will be distributed. The way you get the skins is you will go into RTA, and typically just going in here does it. Sometimes you'll need to click on Hall of Fame and there'll be a button for collecting it, I think. But anyway, you just got to go back in and bam, it'll all drop into your mailbox to get your skin and your rewards and your conquest points if you didn't go for the skin. Easy game. The skin's really pretty. A lot of people say it doesn't look that different. I'm just glad that it's not white and gold. I'm tired of every single unit in this game looking like Spirit Isolene skin, like all of them. So you see drafts, I'm like, God, I can't tell them apart. They all look the same. Try telling apart a Spirit Eye Celine, a Bellion skin, and a Sylvan Sage Vivian skin. It's like the exact same units with slightly different poses. So I'm glad we got more color. Even though it's still kind of two-tone, it's at least got some contrasting colors. And C Poly is just pretty. I like it. New warfare rules are scheduled to be updated on the 12th and will work for the first week of the preseason. So we're going to have new warfare rules. It looks like they're just teasing them. So it's a good thing, right? The weakening warfare rule, that was a big deal down in lower ELOs, but it didn't really change much up top. Yeah, the pirate flan skin was peak. I do agree. The other warfare rules just kind of got ignored. I mean, the ER1 definitely had some impact, but the other two, nobody really cared. Nobody changed their drafts around them. Up high, nobody changes their drafts around any of them, really. So I do like that they're doing this because it lets them try out new things, and it makes each season feel a little different, and I'm about that. Okay. And you get some Leafs. That's it, guys. That's the update. I guess nothing else is happening in Epic 7 today, right? Right? Wrong. We've got Notos, guys. Let's go check out Notos and see if he is the god unit we all fear him to be. Where's the play button, Tristen? If this is too loud, yap at me in chat.
Let's see what you've got. May this battle hold its worth. The heir of the current. Is this it? You've got a long road ahead.
Okay, first of all, god damn that the voice, Bill Newton knocking it out of the park. This VA is great. Not loud enough, crank it. You got it. Okay, a light knight. Didn't expect him to be light, but here we go. No toes. That's why Sue likes him, right?
I reclaimed my purpose and made it my own.
Notos is the god of machines.
He's a god of machines? You know what? Policia was the god of technology, which I guess is different. A little bit of lore geeking out for you, right? Policia was the god of technology that Fastus killed, and when their universe was collapsing, that's how Politis wound up in our world.
Created by the Star Devourer Pomez to conceal their true identity and intentions. For ages, Notos faithfully carried out his given duties, overseeing the monolith as commander. Yet, as he witnessed the Tournament of Mortals, a sense of self-awareness gradually began to awaken within him. After meeting Ross in Orbis and having decided to search for his ideologic true battle, Notos eventually cast off Pomez's control and claimed divinity through his own power.
Who the fuck is Pomez? We're getting a huge lore dump for the next version update, aren't we? So he is a god of machines, and he's become self-aware and is searching for his ideologic true battle. Guys, did we just get Mecha Mort? Right? Is this not just Mort's backstory, right? Mort's looking for his true ideological battle and isn't getting it, so he just is waiting to find that final fight.
Notos eventually cast off Pomez's control and claimed divinity through his own power. Later, he proclaimed himself the god of battle and destroyed Pomez's pyramid. Notos is a
Wonder how strong of a unit Pomez is going to be when that unit shows up, right? Light Elemental Knight, Cancer Zodiac. You know, when it's a Cancer unit, it's going to be a Cancer unit. Pun totally intended. Low attack, good freaking god. Very high defense, very high HP. Empyrean Ilanov stat line. 95 speed, as slow as dirt. Slowest unit in the game, if I'm not mistaken, at 95 speed, and no other stats at all. And look at that, 21% health, guys. 21% health. He is going to be a tanky beast. Don't freak out about the 21%. It's not special. It's just, remember, they're buffing imprints. So everybody that used to get 18% health now gets 21% health across the board, including your Ilanov. Aren't you excited?
5-star Light Elemental Knight. He has relatively high health and defense, and can increase his health further through his imprint concentration.
Okay, bring it.
Skill 3.
Skill 3 grants God of Battle to the caster for 3 turns and fully recovers health. As super tanky as he is, and he full heals. Wonderful. While God of Battle is maintained, changes the battlefield to the Sanctuary of Battle. Okay, and begins the first battle with full skill cooldown count. What are we? We're looking at a 7-turn count. So, you want to use this guy, you better farm some freaking warfare sets. Yeah, you're going to need warfare sets. God of Battle unique. All stats are doubled. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? All stats are doubled? Because superhumanization doubling just 2 stats wasn't enough. Let's double all the stats. And change the battle for Sanctuary Battle. In the Sanctuary Battle, all heroes are immune to buff. So it turns every single unit onto your team into Bystander Hua Young. Wow, that's absolutely freaking wild. So he grants permanent undispellable immunity and buff blocks your entire team effectively, right? And he becomes a tanky machine. 95 speed to 190 speed. Just because the unit's is 95 base doesn't mean they have to be base speed, right? You could put a really good warfare set on him, get him around like 160, 170 speed, and now you got a 340 speed guy. So just getting him here to take this turn, though. Let's see what else we got.
God's Might. Grants God of Battle to the caster for 3 turns.
That's an insane S3.
Health.
Absolutely
While
freaking broken, insane S3.
Changes the battlefield into the Sanctuary of Battle. Begins the first battle with a full skill cooldown count.
You gotta realize it's a double-edged sword, right? You're immune to debuffs, but everybody's also immune to buffs, which is going to be rough on heroes that are dependent on buffs to do their tricks.
God of Battle is an effect that doubles all stats. It is dispelled at the end of battle. All heroes who enter the Sanctuary
of Battle are immune to buffs and debuffs, excluding unique effects. Okay, I want you to look at that. He used a skill and everything is gone, including an undispellable buff. He just dispelled an undispellable buff. Everybody becomes Bystander Hua Young. This means you can't superhumanize them and then double superhumanization, right? You can't push them up with Yulha and then double the doubled stats. It's to prevent stacking.
Skill
2, Blaze of Battle, unaffected by combat readiness, increase and decrease effects. Okay, so he sucks. So, yeah. Yeah, this just killed this unit. Doesn't this mean he sucks? Like, unless you're going to run him with Harsetti, he's going to stand there menacingly and then die until he takes a turn. How does he take a turn? How does he take a turn? You need him to be fast. You need him to be on warfare set, which is going to be a tall order to get him to 220 speed on warfare set, and have any kind of HP and any kind of ER, because he's going to get debuffed. He's going to get stunned. He's going to get slept. He's going to get provoked. And then he can't push the S3 and do his things. Unless you run him with Harsetti, right? Harsetti is this guy's best friend. If you run him with Harsetti, that's going to be gross. right? I can see a world where you run this guy in Harsetti in a in Arena and Guild Wars, and then +1 or +2 and do horrible things. But in RTA, you're just gonna get the shit controlled out of you, because there's no way you're stacking speed and enough ER on him. You know what? You're right. You could use superhumanization, Yulha. It won't push him, but it will double his speed and HP. So now he's very hard to kill, and he goes fast. You could still get controlled because he won't be able to push the S3. He'll still be fast, and he'll go up again. But as long as you can maintain the control on him. But yeah, with Yulha, he could be pretty good. Yulha, definitely Harsetti and Yulha. But outside of that, I think this makes him a bad unit, guys. He's going to be very situational.
Skill 2, Blaze of
We're still early. We're only a minute 42. Let's check out the rest of this before we judge.
Battle. Unaffected by combat readiness increase and decrease effects. When granted, God of Battle activates Divine Judgment instead. When Divine Judgment
Aram can't push him. He is immune to CR pushing.
is activated.
Okay. Wait. He's got another S2? Unaffected by combat race increase or decreases. Attacks the enemy with transcendent penetration. Oh, okay. This is when Divine Judgment is active. So this is what happens after he S3s. After he S3s, takes you to the Sanctuary, and then his S2 turns into this. Now, I wonder if since his S2 turns from this into this, if now he can be CR pushed. What do you think? It changes. So when this happens, this should go away, and now you can CR manipulate him. Both pushing him up and pushing him back. Attacks the enemy with transcendent power, penetrates the target's defense by 50%, damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. And remember, Divine Judgment is active, so he's got like probably 40, 50, 60k health. So at 50% pen, he should erase anything, and you can soul burn for extra damage. So basically Dark Corvus on steroids.
Transcendent power. Penetrates the target's defense by 50%. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health.
Bye,
When
Ruel.
10 soul is consumed, increases damage dealt.
I bring to you your moment of Zen. 35,000 damage. And mind you, that was into pen res, because Ilanov's on the team. So that was into into a little bit of pen resistance with that 50% pen. He should be able to erase anything with that skill. Yeah, pen res, Arius, 35,000 damage into pen res. Oh yeah, he can crit. Don't you love units that can pen and crit?
Skill 1.
Skill 1, attacks the enemy with divinity and has a 75% chance to decrease defense for 1 turn and damage push himself. I mean, this is nice, right? Because this is the only skill you're going to get to use with this guy, because he'll be provoked. So at least while he is provoked, you might get a chance at a defense break. What's the point of the defense break? It's because he will constantly be provoked.
Divinity Release. Attacks.
This guy is going to be so fucking niche, guys. So niche. The conditions to make him work. It's like, okay, you can use a speed buff to give him 30% more speed to try to make up for his slow speed. You can try to use Yulha in there to give him more speed so he can climb a little bit faster. Then you've also got to make sure they don't have any good control units. He's definitely going to have immunity. You got to do all this while you're on Warfare Set plus immunity. I think the way to build this guy is you're going to want to build him over 200 speed so he has a chance to take a turn, and don't trip out on HP. Don't do it like Yulha or Corvus, where it's like everything is HP. Get his HP to 30k so I can be 60. No, try to get him to like maybe 18 to 25k HP. So that can double to 36k HP, right? Because what's important is that he's fast enough to take a turn, and then his stats double. Oh, it's not going to be an easy hero to play in RTA. Not an easy hero.
The enemy with divinity and has a 75% chance to inflict decreased defense for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health. When granted God of Battle, activates Divinity Explosion instead. Divinity Explosion attacks the enemy.
His S3 protects him. You gotta take a turn. He doesn't get a chance to use that S3 if he is controlled. Again, School Nurse Yulha really good because she can cleanse the bullshit, right? You're going to have to run him with cleansers. You're going to have to run him with enablers. You're going to have to run him with protectors. You probably need like some razor in place. If he gets to take a turn, you win. But it's going to be really hard to play. Okay, this is what happens to his S1 after he sanctuaries out. Attacks the enemy, deals additional damage proportional to the caster's max health, damage dealt, increased proportion. So his S3 is just going to turn into a big old nukety nuke with extra pop damage, making people think they're going to want to put him on pursuit set, and that is a fool's errand. If you don't put this guy on immunity, you are the one who's trolling.
And deals additional damage proportional to the caster's max health. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's max health.
Ooh, that was a 6k pop, dude.
Yeah.
Of course, he does have 65k health.
Damage dealt increases proportional.
See, 48.
To the caster's max.
Not quite a 10% ratio on the health, right? From 60, that was about a 5,400 pop damage.
Health.
The air of the covenant. Is this it?
Okay, they need to fix this voice line because it's really muffled by the background noise, right? Listen to it. I think he says the air of the covenant.
There's max health.
The air of the covenant. Is this it? You've got a long road ahead.
The god of battle.
It's like he's not talking to the mic. He's like, the air of the covenant, and then he talks into the microphone. Hey, look, he's just like me in RTA. He's ready to flip that table.
Devoted solely to honorable combat, who reclaimed his divinity through his own
Damn,
power.
Notos never skips leg day.
Meet Notos through the Mystic Summon starting March 19th. Thank you.
Let me see.
Okay, hot take, I don't think he's good. I think he's legitimately a bad unit. I think his slow base speed and his inability to be CR manipulated and his highly controllable kit means you're going to have to pair him with somebody to protect those deficiencies, and if that gets banned out, you can't use him. So you'll have to draft 2 of those units, which means you have to draft 2 support units that enable him just so that he can take a turn, and that means you've dedicated 3 units into this guy, which means you're getting cleaved. I think you need to run with Harsetti, or you need to run with Yulha, or you need to run a big Protect the King comp with a speed boost. I don't think you can use him in tank down. You know who I think uses him? This guy. I think he is a cleave anchor supreme, right? He's quintessential cleave anchor. The cleave does its thing, ravages your team, and he is just sitting there waiting for you to, waiting for the cleave to fail, and then he ruins the rest of you. I think that's about his only place in RTA. We'll see. Get Invincible on him, and then it's, you know what Invincible doesn't stop? Stun, provoke, silence, sleep, even fear. Most of the time, fear, depending on what side of the screen you're on. He will just, yeah. But how, Bearings? How are you going to slap speed on him and effect resistance on him and have him fast enough to take a turn and do it all with a warfare set? Look at Bologna's 3rd skill. Oh shit, look at that! Bologna's getting an exclusive equipment, guys. They leaked it. You see it? I wonder what it's gonna do. I hope it makes her good. Justice for the redheads. Very good, intern Kuhn. You gave away. He starts S3 with no cooldown. No, he starts S3 with full cooldown. You got it twisted. I thought the same thing when I first looked at it, but the wording is specific. Begins the first battle with full skill cooldown count, which means he's going to be at 7 after this is bought. 7 turns. So you have to run him on Warfare set. Unless this is a mistranslation and they're trying to say he starts with this skill ready to let you get away without Warfare set. That could change things a little bit, because then you could put him on a speed set. But yeah, looks like Warfare set is required on this nerd.
Trust me.
But you see what we're doing here, right? Protect the king comp. You've got immunity, immortality. You got somebody you got a cleanser in the front in the form of Moon Bunny for extra sustain. All this stuff to let his ass slowly be drug up.
Let my guard down.
I will judge your sins.
It doesn't say anything about no cooldown manipulation. Oops. Yeah, no, you can't CR manipulate him, but you can reset him. Fun interaction, right? Fun interaction. You take them into teams that have DN on the team, and then you soul burn to activate the enemy's DN, and then the DN seals your whole team, and now Notos is sealed, which means now you can CR push him to the front of the line and he can take a turn. Right? Draft him into DNs and Lunas and bait them into pushing buttons. Props to Beardy for coming up with that one. That was his brainchild. Hilarious, right? 200 IQ play. you build him to be sealed, and then you can CR manipulate him. Oh, very unique unit. And I like that Smilegate is keeping with the program, right? You initially look at this kit and you think, what the fuck, Smilegate? You promised us. You said you're going to try to make things balanced and not have units that just do everything and just kill everything, and it's all in one unit. And at first you think, oh, it's all in one unit. He self-cleanses, he defense breaks, he doubles stats, he makes everybody immune, he does everything. But there's a catch. You gotta get there to make it happen. And that's going to be very, very tricky in a control-heavy meta. So, I mean, how many people out there have been dealing with Silverblade Aramenthas and Witch of the Mere Tenebrias and all this kind of stuff? Witch of the Mere Tenebria should stop this skill too, because you can't get beneficial effects from everybody. So he'll be able to do this for himself, but the rest of the team can still be debuffed and controlled. And I don't think he is a one-man show. I don't think he can solo run over a team unless, again, you're cleaving and he is your anchor. We'll see, guys. He definitely needs to be tested as to when he will come out. The new ML5 is scheduled to drop on the 19th. Well, technically it'll be the 18th for East Coast, 10 p.m. Eastern time on the 18th, but 18th to the 19th range, 1 week after the maintenance happens, 1 week after the balance patch goes live. I don't think he will be that hard to build because he doubles his own stats. I think speed and effect resistance are his most important stats. Even if you can only get 15k health on him, as long as he gets that S3, he turns into 30k health. I think you literally just stack speed and ER on him and try to squeeze as much as you can into HP after that, but it's really just speed and ER. It's all about getting him to take a turn. Yeah. I guess we'll have to see. Right now, I think he's not the meta-shattering unit that we all thought he was going to be, but he's a very interesting unit with a very unique kit, a very counterable kit. I think he is going to be insane for Arena and probably Guild Wars, right? You do Harsetti, and then you do Notos, and then you do one other person that synergizes well with Harsetti, and then you run over the enemy defense. Arena, same situation, but you can pick two. Malona's EE is Vigor for the whole team. Confirmed, or was it confirmed in the video? Did she do her S3 and it showed it?
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
Let my guard down.
Everybody's got vigor, and there's no way for anybody to get vigor except for Bologna. EE confirmed. All right, guys. How long does this thing last? What thing are you talking about? Oh, Moon Bunny gives vigor. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Well, let's see. Nobody gets any buffs because Notos has done his thing. See, that's the tricky thing too about taking control into Notos. If you take control in to lock him down, you better damn well deal with the team before he takes a turn, or suddenly you flipped it, right? As long as you are controlling Notos, his Notos is useless. But once he takes a turn, all your control units are useless. So it's a real game of cat and mouse for people trying to tank down with this guy. I still am just not feeling it, but maybe. We'll see. All right, guys. The next unit on deck is Tactical Archetype Coli. So beware the dangers of E7Coli.
Coli on standby. Commencing mission.
Oh, come on, Lurker. That was good. That was top tier dad joke.
Do you seriously believe that you can keep up with me? To follow my superior's orders and to complete my mission without fail.
Cleavers are eating well this month, guys. 12 speed imprint. Let's go! Let's go! God, you could imprint her with 4 stars, guys. All you people are like, oh, yeah, I can't cleave because, yeah, I got Vildred, but I don't have 5 Vildred, so I can't make them triple S. Feel bad for all the people who just finished slating their Vildred, and now you get a 12-speed unit for free? I mean, if you pull her. Ice Thief. And just because you booed my joke, I'm going to make that the title of my video. All right. What does Tactical Archetype Coli have for us?
That is my one and only purpose.
Tactical Archetype Coli is an automatic doll manufactured in Policia.
It really is Robot 7, right? Notos is the god of machines and Coli's a robot.
Flan accepted a commission from the Continental Alliance to create Coli. She stored within Coli's memory the data from the wars that took
118
place
speed's
across
pretty
worlds,
zoomy. It's not
as well
bad.
as detailed geographical information of the continent.
I still Mechamort next. I still think Notos is kind of Mechamort, right? he's out there looking for his perfect battle, waiting for his perfect fight.
As a result, she became capable of skillfully analyzing a commander's tactics.
Weird eyes.
Demonstrating exceptional ability in executing operations. After completing performance tests, Coli was dispatched to Lafundos, where she met the Supreme Commander,
Awkward moment.
Ruiza. While testing Coli's capabilities, Ruiza observed her adapting and applying her own tactical methods, and appointed her as her adjutant and head of combat training for cadets. Tactical
Is Ruiza and this Coli limited? Neither of them are limited. They are both banner units. They specifically said early on, not limiteds. 118 plus 12, no. Speed, spread speed only goes to the units that aren't the main unit. So she gives 3 speed to the other, 12 speed to the other 3 units. She does not benefit from it. Or you could just say the 12, well, no, it's not even baked in. You switch it to attack, she's still 118 speed. But yeah, AoE imprints, it's the only thing in this game where when it says applies to allies, it means people other than the unit. Speed imprints do not, or the spread imprint does not impact the unit carrying it. Weird, I know. But there we go. Ice Elemental Thief with Thief kind of defense and Thief kind of health. She's fast. She's got some built-in effectiveness. Weird that they're giving her effectiveness, but they're making her an attack imprint.
Archetype Coli is a 5-star Ice Elemental Thief. She has relatively high speed and effectiveness, and can increase speed of allies except for the caster with her imprint
Except for the caster.
release. The 4-star hero Coli can
This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. They haven't done this since Dark Corvus, and he was an ML5. Giving us an RGB5 who's not limited, that can be imprinted with 4-star units is wild, especially one with such a strong imprint. Especially for cleavers. It's just an instant 12-speed imprint for cleavers. Whew.
Coli can also be used as
I hope her
memory
kit's good.
imprint material for tactical archetype Coli. Skill 2.
Skill 2, this is her passive. It's a long-ass passive. Okay. After an ally, except for the caster, uses a single attack, so a single target attack, grants swift attack to the ally target, and activates flank strike against the enemy target. It's a long-ass sentence, but what's happening here is if somebody on your team does a single target attack, Coli will automatically give them the swift attack buff, which means after their turn is over, they immediately get a 50% CR push. So S1 was somebody, and then that unit shoots down the line 50% CR. So it's already halfway to taking their next turn. Any unit that's already got 50% CR built into their kit basically gets 2 turns, gets to go again. Wild. So that's pretty cool as a passive. Start looking through your units and look for units that say after attacking gets a CR push. Those units are going to pair really well with Coli. Activates flank strike. This is not activated by an extra attack, counter attack, or dual attack. So you can't do this. You know, you don't have to worry about being attacked, countering, and then swift attack goes off. It's only if you actively use the skill. Activates flank strike. Flank strike attacks the enemy's flank, dispelling 1 buff and inflicting decreased defense for 2 turns. All that happens before increasing the combat radius of the caster by 20% after Mola. That's what this 15-20 means, by the way, guys. They're just pointing out it's 15 base, and then after you Mola it, it's 20. New way to phrase it, and I think it's nice, because math is hard. Kisei gets a double buff with this chick's arty. Oh, we have to get to the arty. Okay, so to sum up, somebody on your team, let's say Zio, for example. Zio S3s activates this, immediately gives Zio swift action, so he shoots down the CR bar to the 50% mark. Coli's flank strike activates, which defense breaks the enemy after it dispels 1 buff. So a defense breaks unless there's nested immunity, and then Coli attacks, and you know, even though it's not her turn, she just squeezes off a passive attack, and then she CR pushes herself by 20%, so she's likely to get ready to go next. And she's giga fast, right? So she'll probably legitimately go next after you do that. You build her like 260, 270 speed, somebody else S1s. I pull Zio out of my hat, but I think Zio might actually be really good here, right? Zio guarantees goes first, which basically guarantees she goes next after she's already defense break and hurt somebody. We're only on the S2. Already I'm liking her better than Notos.
2. Guard. After an ally, except for the caster, uses a single attack, grants swift attack to the ally
Renok would be
target
really
and
heckin' good.
activates flank strike against the enemy target. This effect is not activated by an extra attack, counter attack, or dual attack. Flank strike is a skill that
single
attacks
target
the
attack
enemy's
here.
flank, dispelling 1 buff and inflicting decreased defense for 2 turns.
Now, if there was still a buff on Bellion in the back, then Coli would dispel it with this attack.
Increasing combat readiness of the caster.
And then put defense break on, and the defense break goes on before her damage.
By up to 20%.
And you noticed
2 turns.
You notice the swift action wind up on Ruiza, so she'll shoot down the line, and because she went off, she'll get a 20% push. So watch Ruiza and Coli. Coli's right here in the middle. Watch her push up. She pushed up, and did you see Ruiza shoot down the line? Because she gives herself a 50% CR boost, and she got swift action, so she basically takes another 20%. Turn. Working really hard to convince us Ruiza's not a garbage can unit, aren't they? Woo!
Skill 3.
And all that with 12 speed for the rest of your team. Why counter a dead unit? It's her passive. You don't get to pick who she shoots. I mean, you get to pick who she shoots, but she goes after whoever the first unit targets. Bygones. Skill 3. So now that she is CR pushed to the front, she gets to use a skill granting overload to the caster for 2 turns. I love that we're getting so many unique effects that we legit need a freaking encyclopedia just to go over the buffs. One thing I always disliked about Raid is if you wanted to see what all the buffs and debuffs were, you had to look at a freaking light novel length list of all these status effects and buffs and debuffs. I kind of hate that Smoggate's going down that road of we've got 10 billion symbols, and after you play for 4 or 5 years, you might recognize all of them. But anyway, enough raging about that. Granting Overload to the caster for 2 turns. Attacks all enemies with maximum output, dispelling 2 buffs. Screw your nested immunity. You have to really nest that immunity. Has a 100% chance to inflict a bomb and frostbite. Great googly moogly. She's not just an imprint. She's really heckin' good. She defense breaks, doesn't attack, pushes up. Now we know why she has an attack self-imprint. Although you'll never use it, attack is really important for bomb detonation. It scales off of damage. And Frostbite, anybody that's had to deal with Rand this season knows how stupid strong Frostbite is, and it is an AoE 100% chance. Now, I don't see the words ignore ER in this one, thank God. Okay, chance each to inflict bomb and Frostbite. So what the each in there means is it means bomb has a 100% chance to impact, and then frostbite has a 100% chance to impact. That means if you get 15%ed, one could go through, but not the other, right? Each one has its own ER 15% check, its own ER check, right? So it's not like always land both or never land both. It's one, you know, they each one could individually be 15% resisted. At the end of the turn, detonates the bombs inflicted on the target, because why not? Why not? You know what detonation does? It increases the damage by 50%. So let's recap. Zeo S3s gets swift attack so that he zooms down the line, so he's ready to start doing his double attack, and we know how hard Zeo's S1 can hit. Coli immediately defense breaks a unit, hits it, CR pushes up, so Coli can go next. Coli immediately S3s, puts bomb and frostbite on everybody, so now nobody else can CR push up, and they're bombed, and the bombs detonate, so now they're all stunned. Cleavers are eating so good right now. What a powerhouse CR, what a powerhouse cleave enabler. And oh my God, and the overlord, Jesus, the overload effect increases attack and speed by 50%. So upon ending the turn, energy depletion decreases attack and speed by 50%. Okay, so here's the thing, right? You're like, well, why give her 50% more attack and speed only to take it away? It's because bombs are directly proportional to attack. So we're going to increase her attack by 50%, plant the bombs, detonate the bombs, and then we take the attack away again. And we deplete her speed so that she can't just keep cycling like a mad woman. But I mean, who lives? What is alive after your cleave unit enabler and bridge unit has happened? Harsetti's S1 boosts Coli? No. Because the CR push is part of the passive, which means it is still technically happening on Harsetti's turn. Okay. Oh, you know what? Overload lasts for 2 turns. And then after 2 turns are over, then energy depletion. Never mind. It's even better than I thought. She does all this stuff, and then she still keeps her double speed and double attack. So she zooms again, and only then does her energy deplete. So by the time your cleave bridge unit has taken 2 turns, now she'll be slower with less attack. And by then your cleave's failed and you've top righted anyway. Mother of God, what a unit.
After granting
Does her skill 1 matter at all?
For 2 turns, attacks all enemies with maximum output, dispelling 2 buffs. Then has up to a 100% chance each to inflict a bomb.
Okay, I digress. If you're using Zeo, then yes, she will push. Because you're using Zeo into Harsetti. But if it happens on Harsetti's turn, you're not going to get any pushes.
and frostbite for 2 turns. At the end of the turn, detonates bombs inflicted on the target. Overload is an effect that increases attack and speed by 50%. Upon ending, inflicts
But yeah, another answer to Harsetti, which is great because Notos looks like, if anything, Notos would make Harsetti a more popular draft. And she's, you know, she's another Zeo mate, right? We're all like, okay, we're going to use Zeo plus Flan. We're going to use Zeo plus water park owning child. There's only a handful of units that you can use Zeo Frida. There's only a handful of units you can use Zeo with to bypass Harsetti, and this is another one.
Energy depletion is an effect that decreases attack and speed by 50%.
Woo! Look at them detonated bombs doing 17k damage to everybody. She is the cleave bridge unit, and she has practically cleaved the team. She is a water park owning child. What can I say? Skill 1, sweep. Attacks the enemy with a 80% chance to inflict 2 bleeds for 2 turns. When the caster is granted overload, increases the effect chance by 20. So there's a 100% chance once she's overloaded, which she will be because there's no way you're using the skill first. At the end of the turn, detonates the bleeds because why not? Detonating a 2-turn bleed is actually impactful to 2-turn bleeds. And if you soul burn, only 10 souls inflicts addition. You know what this is? This is, I just cleave the whole team, but Freerin is still there. Soul burn S1, Freerin's dead too. Is she the pool floaty of death girl? Yes, pool floaty of death. Those were good times, simpler times, easier times. Yeah, that's the whole reason this skill exists, right? This is just, oh, you know what though? She could miss on Freerin. She's ice and Freerin's earth. Okay, she's got a chance. She's got a chance to kill Freerins, but Spirit Eye Selines will go in the freaking dumpster. Yeah, that's it. Runner with Xeno. just have Xeno anchor your team, so when they see you trying to cleave and they tank down with Freerin and Setska, you can be like, woo.
Sweet.
Sue's gonna hate this
Attacks
unit.
the enemy with a blade with up to an 80% chance each to inflict 2 bleeding effects for 2 turns. And when the caster is granted overload.
How much speed you need to bridge with Zeo? I mean, into Harsetti, none. But I think this girl. How much is the push? It's just simple math. She's a 20% push, so let's say your Zeo is functionally 320 speed times 0.8, 256 would push her up to a 320 pole position. It ain't gonna be hard with 118 base speed. Now, if you want to account for things that cut CR push in half, you know, you're worried about somebody whipping out their abyssal Euphine and stuff. I think you don't need to cut all the way up to where Zeo's sitting. You just need to cut ahead of the enemy. So I think 260, 270 speed is going to be a pretty safe freaking number for her.
Target. This strike is a skill that attacks the enemy's flank, dispelling 1 buff and
I went too far.
Inflicted on the target. When 10 soul is consumed,
Show me the burns or the bleeds. 1, 2, 3 bleeds. That's 24,000 damage. That's 24,000 damage. You know why that's 24,000 damage, ladies and gentlemen, and why it was only with 2 bleeds is because she was defense broken, which is huge, and also because she is doing this with Supercharge Overlord. Oh, I'm just gonna call it Overlord from now on. She's got Overlord on, which is double 50% increase to her attack. So it's like she's got a built-in attack buff. So her 3K attack, yeah, that's actually 4,500 attack. And the 2 bleeds detonate at 50% power. And remember, they're buffing how much damage bleeds do, and there is the results of that. Yep. ER rule, ER units. She's going to struggle a little bit into effect resistance, but doesn't most cleaves that are debuff dependent cleaves. And remember, they're changing the warfare rules. We don't even know if the ER warfare rule is going away or not. Please go away. Cleavers hate that rule. She's got an artifact, guys.
Tactical Archetype Coli's artifact.
Okay, you know what? Before we read this artifact or get into this at all, can we appreciate how Coli never skips leg day? Look at those hamstrings. This girl definitely hoists. Damn. Okay, so this artifact is Thief exclusive, increases attack by 10 to 20% depending on level, so 15% at plus 15. At the start of the battle at the start of the first battle has a 50. Okay, Smilegate, I know I've been over here saying Cleave is dead for a while now, but I thought it was pretty obvious. I thought I had my sarcasm sign up in the background. Maybe I didn't have that off. I appreciate it. Being a dirty cleaver myself, I appreciate it, but Cleave wasn't really dead. We appreciate this bounty of stuff you're giving us, but thieves now get thieves now have their own Tagoar's ancient book. Now, given it's only 10 souls. It's only 10 souls. It's not truly a Tag's book, but it's a soul artifact for thieves. So now every class in the game has a soul generating artifact. But other than mages, this is the first soul generating artifact that gives you the souls at the start of the battle. All the other ones, the unit has to take a turn or has to perform a specific skill or do some trick to get the souls to activate, right? They have to soul burn themselves or use a skill. This one, it just gives you souls at the start of the turn. 75% chance to get 10 souls. People are going to be like, oh, it's a whale artifact. You know what? 75% still means you're most likely getting those souls. But yeah, wow. Every speed imprint thief in the game is going to want this artifact. This is Vildred's artifact. This is Green Sid's artifact. Remember everybody used to run Green Sid on Wind Rider so he could get the extra attack? Well, now he gets the extra attack and 10 souls. So he can soul burn right out of the gate. Hell, even Red Surin is going to want this artifact. This artifact can only apply to one hero within the team. It is rare that you're drafting 2 thief speed imprints. It can happen, but usually it's like Vildred and Silk or Sid and Shuri. You know, it's rare that you're doing Vildred Sid, and if you do Vildred Sid, what is the enemy probably doing? Banning one of them. So I think it's fine. I still think you want this on every speed imprint thief in the game. Wild, man. Oh, what else we got? Oh my god, and it grants swift attack to the caster. Be still my beating heart. So when Coli S3s, she's gonna get the swift attack bonus and shoot 50% down the line so she can S1 with her bomb blow up things. This is the new ML5, guys. The only thing she's got going against her is effect resistance and elemental disadvantage. This is the first blue speed imprint unit too. All of our speed imprint units have been light, dark, earth, and fire. We don't have any speed imprint blue units. First one. Mother of God. I'm blown away that she's not limited, because this is limited kit and limited artifact, but it's not. These are the day her banner goes away, you can wish list this and start building your Library of Congress for thieves.
Firearm with blades, it can be used effectively.
So she's a must summon. If you are a cleaver, she is a must summon. If you play aggro, she's probably a must summon. If you play tank down, she's probably a must ban.
At both close and long range. Increases attack by up to 20%.
My blood pressure, I can't help it, man. Look at that thigh.
To a 100% chance to gain
I'm a leg guy. What can I say?
And grant swift attack to the caster. This artifact skill effect can only apply to one hero within a team.
I can't believe they're handing Cleave this much power with as strong as Cleave is right now.
A ruthless combatant who dominates the battlefield through data.
Okay, I love that when she when Overlord, I'm just calling it that. When Overlord wears off, she gets energy depletion, and the effect of energy depletion is when her energy is depleted, she acts all drunk.
Players will be able to meet tactical Archetype Coli through the
See the battery pack under her chair, charging her ass up.
Thank you.
With such meager resolve.
Turn 2 gets Notos, except Notos looks really, really bad for turn 2. Even Notos looks like an anchor for cleave. Legit, in RTA, it looks like his only use is to anchor cleave. I mean, you'd be like, well, turn 2 gets to play Harsetti. It's like, yeah, how many times have you seen Harsetti not be banned in an RTA match? No, I disagree. How you going to play Notos? How are you going to keep Notos from just being stunned, silenced, slept, provoked? He never gets to use his S3. He's got no ER. You're going to have to build him with a shit ton of ER and immunity and a shit ton of speed. And you're also... He doesn't need survivability. He needs resistance. And you're going to have to pair him with at least 2 cleansers and or revivers so that he can be brought back and do his things. So now you got Notos and you got 2 cleansers and revivers, and you're going to have to ban whoever is the control unit on the enemy team. What's that mean? You're getting cleaved. And Notos is not strong enough to 1v4 a team because your entire team's going to get erased before he takes a turn. Maybe I'm wrong. I just think Notos is legitimately a bad unit. I think his use cases are niche. He's going to be a god in Arena, probably a god in Guild War, and I think he's going to be Ruiz for RTA. He's going to be one of those units people look at and go, oh my god, this is going to be crazy, and then nobody uses him. None of these are limited. Ruiz is not limited, and neither is Coli. But you know what, man? I have had bad takes before, and maybe I'm having a bad take here, but I legit think Notos is not a good unit. I think he is very, very situational, and he is only going to be good if you play a Yulha team, if you play a Harsetti team, or you play against a very, very stupid opponent, or if you're cleave anchoring. And by very, very stupid opponents, I mean people who do things like seal Notos and let you CR push them up.
I was careless. Don't let your guard down.
Notos is the new Ainz? Nah, he ain't that bad. Let's not be crazy. I just don't think in a meta where control is so strong, where you have units like Silverblade Aramentha, units like Witch of the Mere Tenebria. Witch of the Mere Tenebria steals Notos' lunch money. He can't cleanse that shit. All he can do is cleanse himself. You can seal him, Belcock. You can totally seal him. He doesn't get the nobody can buff or debuff him until he takes a turn and uses his S3. Until then, he is totally vulnerable to all forms of control.
I despise the arrogant ones. You lack the training. Surrender. My actions will prove
Yeah, if you couldn't buff or debuff him, then it would be a Harsetti situation.
my worth. I simply execute Madam's orders with absolute precision.
They release a new unit that can seal allies. Seal your own team member. That's pretty fire. I like that. People will be over here like, I'm going to seal my Charlotte, and now she can crit.
Slayers, attack!
Easy fix, 300 speed plus Notos. Good luck doing that on a Warfare set, but I do think you're on the right track, Robo. I do think Notos is going to be a 200 to 220 speed unit. You could probably pull that off on Warfare set. You're going to stack him with immunity. Everybody's going to think Pursuit, but those people are dumb. He's got to have immunity, and then you put everything you got into speed and ER. And a little bit of left over. Like, oh man, he's going to want 30k HP so he can become a 60k HP monster. I think he wants 15 to 18k HP so he becomes a 30 to 36k HP monster, because what's more important than his health and his bulk is that he actually gets to push buttons. So you're going to need a ton of ER. You're going to need a ton of ER and a ton of speed, or a ton of cleansers and a ton of protectors, which just makes it harder to weave him into a draft, because the enemy will just either ban those, or they'll build a cleave that you're unable to handle because everything you brought with you is just healing, cleansing, and support, and the enemy brought debuff, kill, 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 and then it's Notos versus the world, and that's going to be rough. Speed's ER set, he's got to have Warfare set because his S3's got a 7-turn cooldown, and he will never, ever use that unless he's on Warfare set. Or you run him with a unit that can reset his S3, right? And I don't think anybody out there is going to be running green Asaria plus Notos, right? We're watching Coli's video, and you guys got me talking Notos. Are his imprints with gold stones? Very, very likely, Fernando. Very likely.
We're fighting.
I'll deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, Rafi, I think, has kind of got the right of it. So you'll want to, you can try it, right? Just go build your Empyrean Ilanov and see if you can pull off that stat line. If you can, then you've got a potential Notos build. Because Notos is weak to debuffs, couldn't Coli counter him? Yes, because he's very weak to being cleaved. He is. Everyone's like, he is a tank down monster, and I'm like, he's, you know, how do we handle tank down? We cleave it. Hey Slash, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, brother. Grass Angel's using with Asaria, and he's doing it in Arena and Guild Wars, which is what I said. He'll be very, very good in Arena and Guild Wars. Good luck picking Notos and Asaria and having one of those units not get banned.
Your dead comrades are waiting for you.
Oh, she just missed the kill. Vildred versus Coli for Stray's Cleave. I still think Vildred because the extra attack. Vildred kills one unit, or sorry, Vildred does. I mean, Stray's is going to do 50% plus damage, and then Vildred can come in and clean up. I still think Vildred for that one. But if you don't have imprints on Vildred, then it's Coli.
Commencing mission.
Pow, pow. Show me the pop. Ooh, that's so juicy, guys. So juicy.
Show me what you're made of. How so?
Let my guard down.
You'd better stand down. Coordination.
Guys, I know my way around an RTA match. I don't suck at it like a lot of people think. I just don't do it enough to be practiced, so I make stupid mistakes like S3ing my free run instead of S1ing that last match. Awkward. But, you know, I got a good account and I know my way around it. But I am not an expert. These are questions you're going to want to drop in Elf Mage's chat. These are questions you're going to drop in Light's chat, in Valky's chat, in Higa's chat. Those are the guys who are going to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to cook up some shit. I'm the guy that's going to be copying what they're cooking up and trying to figure out how to make it work with my other units. I think he has got potential. He is a very, niche use case unit. I think if you are good at Protect the King, or you can start doing clever things like saying, well, he cleanses it later, but a speed buff will work. If I superhumanize him, his 200 speed goes to 400 speed. He doesn't get the CR push, but he goes to 400 speed, and I get a speed buff on him. Now he is at 520 speed. Suddenly he can take a turn. If I can superhumanize and speed buff him, I don't think control is going to be enough to slow it down. If I run him with Soul Weavers that have got artifacts that cleanse, if I slap enough ER on him, that's going to be difficult to take him apart. Then he's going to be really freaking good. And as soon as I get him to take a turn, the enemy that tried to control me is giga fucked. Even if I put him on that 520 speed and he dies, I can Ruel his ass back to life at the same spot on the CR bar, push buttons, and now the enemy team's effed. But you got to weave that team together in such a way that having one of those key core units that are enabling him getting banned out doesn't ruin your draft and doesn't make you very susceptible to what the enemy is cooking. I think if you first pick him, get ready to get controlled and or cleaved. But there will be situations where you can 4-5 pick him, especially if you are cleaving and you need a really good anchor, that he's going to be really, really good. Now, in Arena versus a bot that is stupid, I mean, you can literally be like, oh, look, this guy's got DN. I will just soul burn, get my Noto sealed. I will have my I'll humanize him, cleansing everything, pushing him ass to the front of the line. I'll have him S3, and now I'll have my whatever third unit is absolutely destroy the enemy guild team, or my next 2 units absolutely destroy the enemy arena team. He'll be insane in arena and guild wars, but I think he is not just a Harsetti, Ilanov, Bossarunka, drop them on the field and run people over kind of unit. You're gonna have to think, and you're gonna have to weave a comp around him, and it's gonna take some time for people to figure him out. He's gonna look like he is trash the first week, because you know what happens the first week, right? Everybody either first picks him, or they're aware he is going to be part of the team, and they have already got a list of units that counter it that they're going to drop in there, and it's going to be rough the first week. And then by the second week, people will start to figure it out. Remember Asaria? How everyone's like, Asaria needs a buff, Asaria's garbage, Asaria's not a good unit. It's because everybody was first picking her and playing her like morons. And then people started to think about how she's played, and suddenly she's locked in on 3 when it's appropriate, a late 3, or she's a 4 or 5 pick to counter cleave, and suddenly she is one of the better win rate units in the team, and suddenly one of the best win rate units this season. Suddenly she is insane. So I think you're going to see the same kind of effect with Notos, right? He's going to be really, really bad out of the gate, and then maybe people start to figure out where to use him and how to use him. Maybe. We'll have to see. Should you pull for him day 1? I don't think so. I think you wait and let... I mean, I say this every time, right? Always let other people try it before you buy it. I think Notos is very much that kind of a unit where you definitely want to go at least into week 2 or even week 3 of his banner before you make an informed decision, because initial reports on him are going to be weird. It's preseason, and everybody's going to be first picking a unit who is very counterable, and that means he's going to perform badly the first week. Yeah, if you somehow are able to get a match where Harsetti is not banned, Notos' best friend is Harsetti, for sure. I'm 200 away, I'm not getting him. That's quitter talk, Ray. You can do it. You just one tap it. Just make that 200th pull. Just make that be your first pull. Easy game. Okay, guys. Coli looks wild, though. I think Coli is a godsend for cleavers that didn't really need a godsend. I'm looking forward to having our first speed imprint ice unit. Whoo! What a day. Sue is sitting in the corner of his room, hugging his knees, rocking, mumbling, "It can't be true, it can't be true." I think Sue definitely likes Notos better, because his name is literally No Toes, right? Isn't that the most Sue name ever? But yeah. Crazy. Don't forget, we get 30% of our first pulls, right? Yeah. Sue already abandoned us for CZN. Not fully, but yeah, he's really, I mean, we knew it. As soon as they advertised CZN and described it, we were like, if Sue was invited into the developer room to help come up with a game, this is kind of the game they would develop together. It's the most Sue freaking game ever. Whew. I wonder if Ahmed plus new Coli will be good. They seem to kind of overlap, right? Coli seems like budget Ahmed. I wouldn't even say budget Ahmed, right? Because her functionality is a little bit different. She works off of attack skills, whereas Ahmed works off non-attack skills. So, different counterplay, but also speed imprint versus an opener. I guess you could use them together, right? You could totally use them together. If you're in a situation where you can't S2 with Ahmed, you could just S1 with Ahmed, activate Coli, push her up, and have her bridge the team. Coli versus Vildred for Stray's Cleave. Vildred. The cleanup from Vildred is too damn good. Vildred always, or Strays always procs Vildred, then Strays S2. I mean, nothing lives. It's just too damn much damage. Unless, of course, you don't have a triple S imprint Vildred, then it's Coli. They should have showcased Coli plus Xeno. I don't think they want to show off a unit that counters so much of the changes right out of the gate. We all know Xeno's worth, and they don't make any money off of Xeno, so You think Wandering Sid and his bombs with the new Coli? I think you're overloading it. Maybe some use in arena there, but I think you're I mean, it reminds me of that meme. The stop, he's already dead. I mean, do you really need more bombs? Okay, you've already stunned and damaged, and if you are stunned in the middle of a cleave, get fucked. The cleanup crew's coming. But you can try it. Yep, Coli is not limited, guys. What a wild time for it to be not a maintenance week, even, guys. Not even a maintenance week. So Notos comes out on the 18th, and 18th for this side of the pond, 19th for most of the East. And is Coli live tonight? I kind of skipped right past it. Is Coli live tonight? March 12th. Okay, so Coli comes out after the maintenance. Coli goes live the same time the balance patch goes live, which makes sense because we're going to want Coli to take advantage of the new bleed debuffs and the new imprint changes. Whoo! Get your RTA done, guys. RTA season ending. Wild time to be alive in Epic 7. If you guys hate Cleave, I am so sorry. What changed with Bleed? They just enhanced the amount of damage Bleed does. So the pop's going to be even harder now. All right, guys, that is it for the update today. If you have any questions, drop in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. Thanks. I need to record an outro for my my videos. Maybe we break it down into multiples. Whew. What is a sweet spot for speed on Moon Bunny against Renok teams in general? 260 to 270, I think. I think that's where my moon is. Yeah, 270. Which is probably overkill, but I always like to have the ability to get in front of Lady of the Scales. Why do you think Ruiz is bad? I've had so much fun with her this season. Just feels kind of like a dead unit with so many cleansers out there. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on her. I could give you this as some evidence, right? We go to the RTA stats page where it shows like the top used units, right? And we look for and she's not that bad. I mean, she's slightly more usable than Navy Captain Landy and Fern. It's not terrible, but her win rate is not very good. Her pick rate is not very good. She's just not being played that much, and when she is being played, she doesn't seem to be performing that well. Why use Ruiza when you've got Tenebria? Fair. So I don't know. Her metrics just aren't stacking up in this meta. Ruiza is as good as Light Asaria. I think you might be mistaken. She's the 14th strongest unit in the game right now with a 52% win rate. Here, let me take a look at my my season so far. Don't ask me why I'm really good at going second. And I suck at going first. It's like opposite of everyone else that plays RTA. But yeah, here is my Monarch with a 68% win rate out of 50 games played. She has been my fucking rock this season. Asaria is insanely strong if she's played properly. The only time Asaria sucks is when you play her like an idiot. So if you play her right, she is an I win button. Now, given she's got some RNG to her, there's a lot of times you're like, my Asaria is broken, she is not countering, but she usually does, and she usually wins through. Mort ban, I pick her into Mort. Mort's not that scary into her. Again, you have to think a little bit harder, but there are plenty of games. Here, let me see if I can find one. It's been a minute. That's the wrong button. But hey, while I'm here. Ooh, not that one. Ah, fuck it, that one. Let's go. Show me something sparkly. So nice. We already heard that one. What'd I get? Hey! My Aki just got stronger. I thought it was Tag's book for a second. Wrong sister. Lovely. Please be Shu. Damn, Winter. Why you gotta be a hater? Arena, World Arena. It was a while ago. It's gonna be like digging into a friggin' needle in a haystack, guys. I played so many fucking games last night, it might not even be in here anymore. Yeah, it's off of my screen because it was definitely more than 20 hours ago. But yeah, it's not so bad. You can out-tempo Morts. I'm not saying he's not a good counter to her, but I almost would say Lionheart Sarmi is kind of better, but or just controlling her or just killing her. Asaria better mostly on HP or HP plus attack. HP plus attack, and don't be me, okay? Don't wolf it up on this unit, because this is not a smart way to play it, and it has cost me several fights, but I don't put ER on her because I don't believe ER exists. This Asaria makes Cookie cry, by the way. I think this Asaria with maybe 500 less, 500 to 700 less attack and 120 to 130 more effect resistance would be better, but because I play so freaking aggressively, all I care about is the attack and her countering. I went ahead and went kind of glass, and I went ahead and went no ER, and I'm trusting a little bit more on luck. Yeah, I'm squishy and I've got no ER. You would think, that's why I said for most people this would be bad. It works for me at a 68% win rate because of the way I draft her. The way I draft her, I need to make sure that when she pops off, shit dies. Okay? Zeo hits, gets tagged, Zeo dead. Even a tanky Renok hits, Zeo or Monarch counters, Renok dead. You have that stat with 100 ER, right? Yeah, I could have this stat line with 100 ER, but she is not as important of a character for me. I know you look at the win rate and say, oh, but you're winning a lot with her and you're using a lot with her. It's like, yeah, but I'm using other characters who need the ER and HP more. So yeah, I just you build your own damn units. I'm not going for legend. I got a 57% win rate. I'm doing okay. Stop picking on me. Leave me alone. If it works, don't let any streamer tell you you're doing it wrong. Don't fix what ain't broken. But if it's not working, if you're sitting there going, Asaria is a bad unit, she just sucks, that's probably a you problem, and you should maybe analyze why that's a you problem. Maybe it's a you problem because the way you play is incompatible with the way Asaria works. Or maybe it's the way you have her built is incompatible with the way you play. Or maybe you're just drafting her like an idiot and you need somebody to show you the ropes. And that's fine. I'm not insulting you. I drafted her like an idiot for a while too. But then I kind of learned a thing. My favorite thing was when Joe K5 said, I really, really need to pull this Asaria unit so I can show people how to play her because everybody is playing her stupid. And it was the truest thing I've ever seen. That test week was like an ocean of smooth brain drafts for Asaria, followed by stove posts about how she needs a buff. It was crazy. But yeah, I think she is one of the strongest units in the game right now for counterplay, and she's one of your only answers to being cleaved. I mean, look at I mean, look how often I'm drafting her, guys, and look when she's drafted into my cleave, how it goes poorly for me. Why the hell did I freaking ban LRK there? Anyway. I have no imprints, sadly. Yeah, rough. No, Smilegate listens all the damn time. They just don't always take the advice. I won that? Of course you ban LRK. That was a brilliant ban. That's why I won this fight. Oh shit, guys. This season's rough. Who we got? Ooh, weakening rule. Much better than the ER rule. They always take DN away from me. Okay. I like that I keep my flowchart right here in the save folder. See what I mean? Do we control or do we cleave? I think I've got more options if I control. Moon Bunny time, they will just press S3. Fuck! That's a problem. Where are you going with this last pick, buddy? If it's not a speed imprint, we might be okay. If it's a speed imprint, then we might have to dip out. If only we had Coli now. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? There you go. All right, let's see if this is a real Renok, guys, because this Rand's only 321. Freaking. I don't think we win it. I don't think we win it. It's all a matter who goes first. Oh well, it be like that sometimes. It is and it was, Brandon. Brutal. Oh well. Nah, I mean, cleaving's all about going first. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, are you shitting me? Oh no. Okay, this is fine. Asaria, you just chill for a few minutes, okay, Asaria? You just chill. Be cool, Asaria. Be cool. This is actually good. If he has threes, we win. If he has three... Okay, I think we're good. I'm not good, but I'm at least not out of it yet. At least not out of it yet. And this is fine because the counters won't impact me, and this will CR push, and if Asaria pops off, I get an extra CR push into my free Rin. Good job missing there, free Rin. And we gotta get rid of this. Good hit, good job, free Rin. This can't trigger a counter. Damn it, we missed. How are we looking up here? You got your S2, S1, don't care. I think I'm going to protect Freerin from getting smacked by Asaria. Should have burned. No, I need my soul shield. He's a lot faster than me. He's gonna have a lot more attacks than me. Why is she not critting Earth into Fire? Elemental disadvantage, 50% chance to miss. Stop hitting Freerin. Hit Ruel. Stop playing smart. How in the shitter is my Ruel? My Ruel's pretty in the shitter. Holy shit on a stick! I was kidding when I said hit Ruel. Holy shit. Okay, be cool, this area. Be cool. Nice. I do have to burn. Be cool, this area. I said be cool. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. He's gonna salt. Fuck, we're dead. I made him sweat. Didn't I, guys? Didn't I? He was shitting his pants there for at least like 30 seconds. Like, wait, this shouldn't be happening. Yeah, Asaria is a bad unit, guys. So glad you skipped her now, aren't you? That was a really good fight. I enjoyed that fight. I don't mind losing when it's a good fight, right? That was a lot of give and take. Could have gone either way. If I gotten a little luckier with the crits and gotten rid of the Veronica a little earlier on. And to be fair, his Asaria countered a lot less often than she should, but yeah. But guys, I've got a 1 o'clock meeting that I need to get ready for. I know that's an hour away, but it's a big ass meeting. It's an important one, so I need to get ready. At least put on some pants for it, and try to get these videos put up and pee. I gotta find time to pee and have lunch. I appreciate you guys being here. For the news, there's so many of you wish we could play a little bit more, and maybe we'll do that again tonight. Maybe I'll do some more RTA pushing tonight. I will seem to do better in the evenings. Good luck on your pushing. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section of any of my videos, or join my Discord, discordwulf.com, take you right there. And hey, good timing, bot. And for everyone else, you guys be good. Or at least be good at it. Let's find somebody to raid you all into. Hey, Mr. Joe 5K, turn your volume down or put your headphones on if you're in the room with children, because Joe's doing RTA, and I guarantee you, you will hear the F word within the first 3 minutes of stream. Go wish him luck, guys. He's in the trenches. He's doing his best. He's not a bad guy. He's just having a bad time. Catch you guys later. Take care, everybody. Hey, thank you, buddy. Meeting will be great.